Hey, good morning.
Hey there.
How you feeling?
Good. How are you? Well, a little sad from out last night because the Yankees lost and got knocked out
I
of the
know.
playoffs.
I was getting ready to say that to you.
I came out.
Oh,
I came out to the car. I saw the car was 5-1. I'm like, ah, crap. It's not good.
yeah, I was gonna say I'll buy you a beer or something. But yeah, Yankees. But I still got the Cubs. They
They,
won a game. I mean, it's 2-1, but ooh.
we won the other night, the night before after Tron, and we made it 2-1. But then yesterday, and they had all this momentum, but they choked big time.
Well, let's just hope the Cubs don't choke, but I think they will. They play in Milwaukee. Milwaukee's pretty good this year.
They're a strong team.
Oh,
Although
very strong team.
I think we started the year our first three games against Milwaukee and we swept them.
Oh, the Yankees did?
Yeah, but we started strong.
I know. Y'all started. But that's been happening for the last 10 years. You all start strong, but when you get into playoffs,
Now
you,
we have we
you
have we had the worst manager in the majors. I mean, Aaron Boone is a manager of the Yankees, all because he hit a home run in Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS. That's the only reason why he got that job. He was a broadcaster. He had zero coaching experience, and he's been an awful manager the whole time. I mean, that's I mean,
uh oh well. You got next year.
yeah.
That's cool. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Al McGee with YETicket.com. With my buddy Steven Leibowitz with the MovieNight.net. Well, we're here to talk about this brand new film starring Shannon Tatum called Roofman. Yeah, Roofman. Well, this is directed by Derek Francis. And, well, it's about a true story about a former Army Ranger. And he turned to be, well, a roof criminal. In other words, he go to the roofs of businesses, put a hole in it, and he robs them. He did McDonald's and other, you know, businesses like that. But Stephen, what is your thoughts about Roof Man?
Well, my biggest thought is how the advertising is going to kill this movie. If you see any advertisements, including the movie poster right here, and it looks like you're getting a comedy. Any trailer you see looks like a comedy. Does this look like a drama to you? No, it doesn't. You know
No,
why? And that's the thing. It's anything but a comedy. There's a few light moments. This is a pretty hard drama, Al. And when you go in expecting, hey, I'm going to laugh a lot, and Tatum, he does a lot of comedy sometimes, and he is good acting wise in this movie, but he's also a great comedic actor. So, and you think that's what you're going to get, and it's a pretty straight drama. The director, I mean, this is the guy who did um, Blue Valentine and the Pine behind the whatever thing. He just does dramas before, so you would not. But most people don't know that going about the director, and maybe he wanted to change genres. But this was a when you look for a comedy, you come and you just get only a straight drama. And it's some pretty serious stuff that goes on here because he's a family man. He loses his family, and that's drastic. And it's
yeah, but this is very serious. But one thing that I did not understand, or maybe it went over my head, was how did he get started, and what was his life really like? Now, in the movie, I don't want to get too much away, but he gives his young daughter a birthday party. She wanted a bike. He couldn't afford a bike. He got pissed off about that. And I don't know what led up to him say, "Hey, I'm going to go rob something to get her a bike," which he did
well,
do.
I
And his
think that
name is Jeffrey, but I didn't get that part.
I thought I did. Because he has an army buddy saying, "Hey, you got to use your skills." And he was like, "Hey, he witnessed someone going up on a roof of McDonald's one day. Hey, I can use my skills. I realized that's the place to go to get, to rob McDonald's." And he said he's always very nice when he robs some places. And again, it starts out comedic because he's robbing a place, and one guy he puts people in the freezer, and one guy doesn't have a coat, so he gives him his coat. And it's very cute and funny. And he goes, how many McDonald's was it robbed to get like a nice house and get my daughter a bike? He goes, well, turns out the number is 45. So yeah, so he turned to crime because basically, I guess he couldn't find work. Initializing his
Well,
skill.
again, that's what he decided to do, and that's what really happened. But many of
I,
us, we
I
didn't
think it's
make
a spirit.
money, but we didn't go
Yes,
to crime and things like that. And in my opinion, being a veteran, he could have went to the VA. He probably had PTSD. He could have got some money from them. It would have taken a while, but but
Well, he does go
that's
on
what
to say,
Jeffrey decided
yeah,
to do.
right, but he goes, he does admit, I made bad choices. So I guess that's the point he's saying. He does, I
He
made
did
a lot
say
of bad
that.
choices. So
Yeah,
there,
he
there
did
it is.
say that.
You and I would not go to, hey, I'm going to go to the roof and rob McDonald's. He says, I made a bad choice. I decided to rob McDonald's. So that's our explanation. But like I said, and so I am trying to also look at it. Okay, what if I did not see any trailers to this movie at all? But like I said, but most people saw it. That's what's one thing is working against it. How is the movie by itself? And I suppose it's fine, but again, it's trying to almost establish a light toneness to it because he narrates
Yeah,
through it,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and so I said it's almost like saying, hey, it's like almost being directed, even though it's not almost like a comedy, but it's a dramatic script based on this true story. Again, it really fails for me when you can't mix genre. You can mix genres and like that, but you got to know really which you have to really be heavy on one. So this was like a heavy drama with a light moment here or there, but
But
even
they
some
try
of
to
the
make it too light. That's just it. They try to make it too light. And he went to prison, then he broke into a Toys R Us, and that's one of the premises of the movie. And he lived in a Toys R Us for months without getting caught. And then he put himself in that community. They tried to make that light also. Uh, I tell you this, I did not like the real person. I liked the movie character, but I did not like the real person. I thought he was an idiot. I thought he was dumb.
He's
I
called an
did not.
idiot too, and they acknowledge that too. Like because he's very smart, but he's an idiot. So they even acknowledge that. And Channing can play those characters a lot too. So that's another thing.
Yeah,
So
the role of every man that he plays. Shannon plays those roles very well. But also, let's talk about the other actors in here. We had in here. She played a very good role. Christian Dunst. She played a very lonely woman with two kids, and she hooked up with him.
yeah,
Also, but I was kind of laughing though at Ben Mendelsohn as the preacher of the church. I thought that role for him to me was funny,
that was
and
funny. Yes,
also his good friend Lakeith Stanfield. He the one told him exactly what to do, but again, and we got Juno Temple in this too. She had a very small role in this film. And Peter Dinklage, of course, this guy, you kept watching him in this film. I thought he was very good in this film.
no, yeah, all the acting is good. And it's funny. I was just thinking about Kristen Dunst the other day because we saw her all the way back, back for Interview with a Vampire. So we saw this little girl, one of the few
Yeah.
child actors that became a good actress also growing up. So it's good that's her story. And she was always a great actress way back then. So it's always so it's no surprise she grew up to be a strong actress.
Yeah, she sure did. And she's very strong in this film. But another thing about this film too that I really enjoyed, I really enjoyed the pace of this film. I like the pace of this film. And again, I like the movie character, but I didn't like the real human story. I really didn't like that part. And, I walked away from it. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. So I want you to go ahead. I want you to rate the movie first.
I'm just barely because of the acting and so on. I'm only giving it two palm trees, Al. I still think the fact that it's built as a comedy and it's really this completely different film hurts it tremendously, and it really didn't work trying to mix the genres up. So I can only go up to two palm trees this time.
Yeah, I had no problem with that. That really didn't hurt me as far as being entertained. But I just didn't like the real story. I just didn't like that, the real story. And the reason I didn't like that, because to me the guy was an idiot. This guy, of course, he got caught. He did what he had to do, things like that. But I'm like you. I'm just giving it two palm trees out of four. I wanted to bump it up to three, but like I say, But again, I did leave the movie theater entertained.
I
I
didn't do
liked
that.
it,
I was,
but
I mean, I was bored a lot
too
in that movie
punchy.
too. I mean, sometimes I did, like things were happening, but at the same time, I thought nothing was happening. So I found myself bored a lot of times too, stretching in my chair.
Well, I was never bored. I was never bored. I was never bored. I really wasn't. I really wasn't. I wasn't bored.
I think
But
some people. I guess in this movie we'll have some people be entertained like you were, and other people will be bored like I was. I think you'll have
yeah,
a note like that. A lot of but I think its box office is gonna be very weak. We'll see, but I don't think it's gonna be.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
if anything, it's gonna have a big drop off. People think you're going to see a comedy. By the time Saturday, Sunday comes along, word about it's getting around. No, man, don't see it. It's not a comedy, man. It was just a straight drama, man. So
Well, we'll see about that. All right, Stephen Leibowitz, the movienight.net. Thank you for giving your words about this film, Roofman. And thank you for coming here at yeticket.com. I
that was
really
fun.
appreciate it. Thank you.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.